Wow, something is seriously going on with the financial system right now. And I don't know what, but we need to pay attention. As some of you may know, have you been following my YouTube channel? I recently had one of the most biggest scares of my life, which is that Bank of America decided that they were going to close all my accounts. And that was just a few weeks ago. And following that, a series of things have ensued that really made it very difficult for my life. You know, I had all my business accounts closed. I had my personal accounts closed. And basically I had payroll due, I had mortgage payments due. It was just crazy. And I was scrambling to try to get my money out of the bank before they shut my stuff down. I only had like 3 hours to do this. And then take those cashier's checks, find another bank, and then put my money in that bank, and then move on with my world with trying to get everything squared away. And it has been an absolute nightmare, 100% absolute nightmare trying to get all of that done. And I'm still just slowly trying to move through it. Actually, have posted a part 1 and a part 2 of that video of what happened when I went to the new bank and tried to put my cashier's checks in there, which was a whole nother fiasco because they didn't want to accept, or they would accept the cashier's check, but they would put a 7 to 10 day hold on them, business day hold on them, which meant that it was going to be 2 weeks before I had access to my money. So, and that was too long because I have bills to pay and I have people to pay, employees to pay. It was just incredibly crazy. But I was able to work through that. Now, here we are with part 3, and this is actually not about my personal situation as much as now it's my personal situation because I've actually been dealing with it too. But it's not about that first situation with the Bank of America issue shutting down my accounts, but it's with all of these other banks now. So there's definitely something going on. And I don't know if you're paying attention, but if it's happened to you, something's happening. Not only have a bunch of different people's accounts been being closed, but in the last few days, what ended up happening was several different banks have been not allowing people to deposit their money, or take money out. And what you saw was with banks like Wells Fargo, Truist, Chase, Bank of America, all of these banks were having issues where all of a sudden people couldn't withdraw their money, and they also weren't seeing their money come into those accounts. And if you have any questions about that, here's one article up here where you can see that happened to Truist, Bank of America, or Wells Fargo. So, you know, there's something happening, and they're chalking it up to, well, ACH, which is basically the American Clearinghouse, which is the payment link which links the banks together with your financial institutions, so that money, if I'm paying somebody by auto pay or direct deposit, it goes through that ACH. They're the middle guy between the bank and whatever your payment company is or whoever you work for. So they said there was some sort of glitch in that system which was keeping people from getting their money. But I don't know, I find that really strange, because also what has happened is there's been other organizations that have been experiencing issues as well. So I have a mortgage with Agrimerica, and you know, on some property, and they last month were having issues where they called me and they were like, hey, we're having some issues, don't worry about it, we're aware. So if your payment doesn't come out of your account right away, just understand that it's because of us, but if we're switching systems or something of that nature. So I was like, okay, that's weird. And then now when I went to log on to Truist this month, at the beginning of the month, then I get this notice that's saying that, hey, that we're experiencing some issues. You can't log in right now, but we're working to fix it. We understand that this is an inconvenience. So I'm like, okay, that's strange. And then out of nowhere, today I have another issue where I'm trying to log into my USAA account, and it's saying that, oh, we're going to send you a verification text. and the text is not going through. So I'm doing it. I'm like, okay, I don't know what's going on. Why is this text not coming to me so that I can log into my account? So then I call up USAA and I'm like, hey, I can't log into my account. It keeps saying that it's going to send me a text message, but for authentication, and it's not sending it. So I'm like, well, what's happening? So the lady is dumbfounded too. She goes through, the customer service lady, she's going through all of these different things trying to help me out. And she's like, sir, I don't know what's going on. I can't figure this out. We spend an hour and a half on the phone with her trying to figure this out. And then finally, right at the end, she was able to get it to switch over to email so that it can email me. And then the email came through. But she had said, while I was on the phone, she said, yeah, we had some customers who've been experiencing some issues logging in, and we're trying to fix those issues now, but we still have some customers doing it. I said, well, was it a PIN number email thing, or text message thing? And she was like, no, this is the first time I had to deal with this, but it's been other issues for other people. So let me get this straight. All these different financial institutions are all having issues with payments and getting people's passwords and so on and so forth. And we know that things are happening with these wars, these proxy wars that are going on. We know that we have issues with Iran right now. So I'm like, should I be reading into this? Should I be wondering what's happening? Is there something going on with like digital currency and the CBDCs and, these organizations wanting to kind of funnel neck people into one path or the other? Or are we trying to really create chaos in people's lives as a distraction? Like, what is happening here? I don't know. You will never guess what happens next. So now I'm dealing with all of that. And then I get a message from Mr. Cooper saying that my mortgage payment may not have gone through because they're having issues. They had a hacker, a cyber attack, and now they got like 4.3 million people who have not been able to pay their mortgage. So they're like, oh, we'll go ahead and we'll waive any late fees, this, that, and the other. Are you kidding me? What is going on? If I wasn't able to look at the news and find all these articles, I would definitely think that this was a personal attack on me. But it's not a personal attack on me. It's an attack on many Americans. Something is happening right now. I don't know what it is 100%, but it's definitely something clear. Any one of these in isolation would be, okay, maybe this bank just had an issue. But all of these different banks, mortgage companies, right? All these different things are happening to people in the US at the same time within a couple of weeks. No, something else is there. There's some evidence for something else going on that they're not telling us. And I don't know what that is. I would wonder how this is going to continue to play out as we continue on, because it seems like something's happening. And I wonder what's going on in your world. So the way we are able to find out the truth is by communicating with each other and continuing to tell people. So if you are having this issue too, please leave a comment in the sections. Tell me what's going on in your world. Tell me how this is affecting you. And maybe through unity and communication, we can make everyone aware, because that's what this is about. So people have to be aware. We have to be paying attention because something is going on out there. I don't know what it is, but it's not good when people can't make their payments, and it's not because of anything that they're doing. It's not good when people can't log into their accounts. It's not good when people's accounts get shut down. It's not good when you get money from your bank and you go in a cashier's check, which is supposed to be a certified check, and you go to another bank to deposit it, and they're saying that they can't deposit it right away, or they can deposit it, but it's going to be a hold while they verify it. Well, wait a minute, it's a certified cashier's check. Like, what are you talking about? You need to verify it. That's what it is. So you have that. It's just something really, really sticky and tricky going on. And if you are a person who's living from paycheck to paycheck, or you've retired and you're relying on these systems to operate effectively and efficiently so that you can continue to live your life well, and when they don't, where are you now? What do you do now? That's the real question. So I want you to start preparing and being aware of what's going down and coming up with some ideas. My next video is going to be about us coming up with some ways that we can secure our money, because something is happening and we need to figure out what it is while we can. All right. So that's all I have for today, my preps. So I want you guys to pay attention to this. Remember, subscribe to this channel. Help me get the word out about all these different things that are happening. That's what Survive University is about. It's a university that focuses on different aspects of things that are threatening your ability to live a healthy and a happy life in this world. So I want you to share this, subscribe, do all of the things, hit the like button, all that stuff, so that we can start getting the algorithm to pick this up and then circulate it to more people. Until next time, my friends.